They're trying to cancel this YouTuber for following the predatory VTuber Mint. What?
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So over the years, I have covered many
Retro.
situations where YouTubers are being canceled and accused of some very serious stuff, and that is the case again today with the YouTuber Fizz. Now, Fizz is being accused of not only being a full-fledged predator, but also following CP accounts. Now, of course, Twitter users would never make serious, life-ruining allegations like this unless they had serious, bona fide proof to back up those allegations. Well, of course, individuals like this have the proof on full display. And to break the immersion here and just kind of get straight.
What? So they're calling him a pedo for liking Mint? What? What? These people are weird.
To the point, this user is being canceled for interacting with the account of the VTuber Mint. Yes, this YouTuber is facing life-ruining allegations.
Even if Mint was like a baby model. What's wrong with that? There's nothing sexual about it. What the hell?
And being dunked on in viral posts accusing them of the worst things imaginable for interacting with the VTuber Mints. Now, I actually discovered this entire situation through this post right here, where it says, came across a series of threads accusing a YouTuber of being a predator and following CP accounts. After going through dozens of replies and finally figuring out what was actually going on, it turns out he just liked mints. What are we doing, man? And you can see some of the people who are propagating these lies in the replies of that tweet saying, not gonna lie, if you see a childlike VTuber and try to defend it, you're a predator.
If you see a child like VTuber and you think child porn, you need your hard drives checked.
It shouldn't be hard to denounce lolly. It's bit hard to say it's gross and think people who support it are creeps and predators. Now you can see this is clearly someone who is lacking brain cells. They can barely
Bit of a
even
retard,
formulate a single sentence, let alone use proper grammar. But this is the level of intelligence we're dealing with in the situation where people like this are accusing Fizz of these allegations based on following and interacting with the VTuber Mint. So here's Fizz, but his alt account. And this is where everything transpired with these very problematic posts like this, where sharing some photos of Mint, he simply said, she's perfect. And you can see the terminally online wackadoo.
I don't see the problem with this. If someone thinks sex seeing this, you're the problem.
In the quotes, here's a few examples, and there's hundreds of insane posts, but here's some examples. Fizz when he sees children. Fizz running towards the closest kindergarten. The VTuber he watches barely looks like a child, mocking someone who is trying to say this is not proof he's a predator.
So what if they do look like a child? She's not sexualized at all. People are there usually for the VTuber's personality, not what they look like. Like bringing what they look like can bring people in originally, but usually it's whether the person has personality or not. Where's the sexualization here? I don't see it.
Again, this is about interacting with Mint, who is, of course, a VTuber who is controlled by an adult. And when it comes to this fictional character that is used for the VTuber model, this isn't even a lolly by the average standard. But people on Twitter are absolutely brain dead. And you have threads like this saying, I've said it before and I'll say it again, but Fizz is a disgusting piece of crap. I'm glad he never got to achieve any success or fame from the Five Nights at Freddy Plus, And I hope he fades into obscurity that he has deserved for a very long time. And to those who follow his con alt, I'm disappointed in you. Now, they're not just canceling Fizz, they're canceling anyone who's associated with him. Like, the bloodthirst is not enough. They're going after other creators like this Pasta individual, where you can see people making posts like this, mocking him after he wanted to leave the internet for a bit, saying, still following Fizz, F you.
Honestly, hopefully his friends do support him, like Fizz's friends. If any of them bend over and bow down to these pieces of shit, like, fuck you too.
Where you have this crude meme here where you have Pasta here, and then Fizz exclaiming that he loves illegal material. Again, as pointed out in this quote, this is the material being showcased here. It's just
the conflation of lolly porn, especially, to child porn is fucking insane. Like, you are doing a massive disservice to how bad child porn actually is.
mints. And you can see wackadoos in the replies of that saying, how are you going to look at this and say it doesn't look like a child?
That Mint doesn't look like a child to me. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
And I guess
like, anime children look like anime children when they look like anime children. Mint does not look like one.
the Rev related meme and artwork.
Like maybe she looks like one if you were to compare it to a real human, but anime aren't real. Anime characters aren't real, and anime children look like anime children, not like real people.
Work here is evergreen. These wackadoos, the supposed
Yes, exactly. See, look.
normal people, will look at a VTuber
Projection.
and immediately
Just
think
projection.
of children and think you're the weirdo for thinking otherwise. These people are completely deranged. And again, as pointed out in this quote, if you look at this and automatically think child, then I just don't want to live in your head. In fact, I am very suspicious of individuals like this.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody who's like, they're thinking sexual stuff all the time. Or like, look at Mint. She looks so cute here. Are you going to tell me you're thinking sexual thoughts about that? Bro, you are the weirdo.
We have seen mega threads of people looking at characters like Mint or anything that is anime themes who call it a literal child or some sort of illegal material. And eventually they get outed for being actual creeps themselves, or at the very least,
just perpetual gooners.
Hypocrites by their own standards. But here's some more call-out threads that I pointed out earlier in the video, saying, and to all of you saying Mint isn't a lolly, this is one of the most commonly used emoji combinations used by lolicons. Explain. So yes.
Yeah, that's true. That is a commonly used thing in like lolicon stuff. But still, Mint isn't sexualized from what I've seen. What's sexualized about it?
This is proof, I guess, that this individual must be a predator and should be shamed and ostracized and have their
plus trust ended now, I guess.
Their life ruined. These people are incredibly deranged. They're not just terminally online, they're misguided. And the fact that they feel so comfortable doing all this is the result of a problem that's been going on for many years, where these people genuinely believe that they're in the right for trying to ruin someone's life over trivial matters like engaging with posts from a VTuber like Mints. You can see Pasta adding on a long thread here, but really to get the quick points of this, you can see this one right here saying, and as for the behavior itself, I have seen some claim that it's incredibly obsessive and parasocial, but actually look at the account and it really boils down to his live posting about the current streams this creator has done as they were happening. Yeah, people are pointing out that this is like obsessive behavior, which is very ironic coming from the people scanning through the alt account of a YouTuber trying to ruin their life for engaging in posts made by Mint, for example. And Fizz would respond to the situation with this post, basically using it as a filter post, trying to get all of the toxic people out of his community and to block them if they want to spurg out in the replies and quotes of this post. And of course, the people who are angry at this individual are going to still be angry. In fact, they'll probably be even more angry with this post, but I don't blame them for making a response saying this. Just woke up to the yearly ritual of getting harassed for made up stuff. It's been 3+ years of this kind of thing on and off, so I'm used to it by now. And I'm actually busy at the moment, so if you are one of those weird, creepy roleplay accounts that I dislike, please use this post to leave your spam harassment comment, and I'll get to blocking you whenever I have free time. All I'm going to say is that I love VTubers and VTuber culture and will absolutely get worse and more open about it in the coming months, based. And anyone who's uncomfortable by that should definitely leave. Also, please don't equate liking VTubers with actual serious crimes.
Exactly. You all you do is like minimize the severity of like the actual child porn when you do this. And actual predators. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, it's not even sexualized at all.
That should be reserved for actual dangerous people, and taking away the impact of those words to turn them into a joke causes real actual harm in the long run. People who do
They do the same thing with Nazi. Like they have already killed that term. Nobody cares if they're called a Nazi anymore.
Do that constantly and don't care about the implications are genuinely disgusting to me. Anyways, just remember to stay kind, and I'll see you again when I come back home. Now, of course, there is a torrent of miserable, fatherless individuals spurging out in the replies, I guess kind of to the point of what this individual is trying to accomplish with this post in the first place, kind of proving his points. But that is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is being canceled for interacting with Mint on his alt account. It's literally insane. If this is not peak 2026 Twitter, I don't know what else could be at this point. Very unfortunate, but at the end of the day, you know, common sense prevails, and people who are not brain dead and terminally online, they can look at this and think for themselves and
You
go,
instantly
wow,
see what's going on.
you know what?
Like,
Calling someone heinous stuff for what's being accused here, interacting with a VTuber Mints, yeah, that's uncalled for and also harms real victims by watering down the related terms and allegations to something like that. But anyways, that's going to do for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
this shit is so stupid. Oh, look at this cute VTuber. Like, she's so cute. I like her outfits. Oh, I bet you want to have sex with children, you pedophile. What the fuck is going on? People have lost their minds.